Hey guys, welcome back. It's Shelby and today we are going to be making a beautiful fascinator for your hair. You don't need much for this project. I have some gold wire, a hair comb, hot glue gun, a couple beads, and that's basically everything you're gonna need. But I'll link it down below along with my socials as always. This is a super fun, easy craft and we're just gonna get right into it. So we are going to start with the wire, and you can use any one you want. This one's 26 gauge, so it's kind of small. It's very malleable. It's a very thin wire. You could also do a thicker wire if you want. I'm making a very multi-petaled flower, so I kind of want the thinner wire personally, just because the thicker wire, you're not going to be able to tell the different petals apart. You're going to pull down maybe about 4 inches, maybe a little less of the wire, and that's just going to give you something to hold on to. I'm going to wind that around my finger, again, just as something to hold on to. And then I'm going to use the width of my hand. Whoops, that didn't work. We'll wind it twice. The width of my hand between my pinky and my thumb, and just wrap in a loop. I'm not doing a figure 8 or anything like that. I'm literally just wrapping the wire between my pinky and my thumb in a loop. It's okay if it goes over your knuckles and is like slightly larger, that's not the point. So however many petals you want, you need to do that many loops, and then divide by 2. So I have 5 loops right now, that's gonna give me 10 petals. I think I want, I don't know, maybe 16. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6, 7, 8 loops, and then I'm gonna give myself a little bit extra to work with and to link onto the comb. Pull out your multi-purpose tool. This one's tiny today, and just cut your wire right there. There we go. So this is the wire you're gonna end up with. Try to get it back in that loop as much as possible. It's kind of the whole point, is that it's a built-in stencil to get you going. So you've got your looped wire here, you've got your ends. You can kind of pull those out a little bit, and then even though this isn't quite perfectly shaped because it was on your hand, super easy to fix. Just kind of put your fingers at the end and pull, and it's gonna get that shape for you. And then go to the center and pinch it, just like that. And then hold your whole thing, bring your wires to the center, and twist once, just like that. Twist again, just like that, and twist one more time. If you have thicker wire, it's not gonna work so well, maybe twist a little bit less, but you should be left with something that looks like this, which is a bow with one long trailing wire and your other small wire that you had started with winding around your finger tucked into the center here. I believe that's this one, but the end you can't even see because it's been tucked into that multi-twist loop right there, and that's what you're going for, just so that basically you've got a wire balloon bow. That's what you're looking for. So next up is to splay your flower out. You can do this a couple different ways. You can shape your petals first, which I think a lovely shape for this is just to pull off the ends, pull them out a little bit and pinch, and then kind of widen them out a little bit just so they've got a little bit of a leaf or inverted teardrop shape, just like that. You can see the other side is still very rounded versus that. I do actually like that, and that's how I'm going to do mine. So just kind of pinch the ends so there's a nice corner there, and then put your fingers in the middle and just kind of pull it upwards. So you're making like a little diamond shape. That's really all you need to do. Just like that. And you're gonna start splaying your petals. So just grab one wire at a time and start pulling them out in a flower shape. Whoops, that's 2 of them. There we go. Super easy and fast, right? Like, it's amazing. And it's beautiful. I really, really love this craft. You can even get fancy on them and bring them all the way around if you so choose, or just double layer one side. There we go. So we've kind of got that. And then we're gonna work on the other side, which is still big and bulky. Make sure you guys can see that. So that's what we're left with right now. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We are going to take one petal and just kind of move it up and away from the others. And in this way, we are splaying out the petals and making a flower shape. I don't know exactly what type of flower this reminds me of. Maybe it's like a chrysanthemum or a dahlia or something like that. But it's just a really easy, simple multi-petaled flat flower shape. That's what we're going for. And inside, I know it's a little twisted here, don't worry, we're going to cover that up. First, grab the center and then pull it slightly through a circle in your fingers like this. All that's gonna do is give a little bit of curve to the petals, just so it's not perfectly flat, we've curved it a little bit. Just like that. Then you're gonna take your nice long tail of a wire that you've kept, grab a couple beads, I chose pearls, well, fake pearls anyway, and start looping them on. I'm going to be putting 3 pearl beads on my long wire here and bring them up and around all of the petals into the center. Just kind of drop them down, and I'm going to loop it around, just leave a little bit of space, just like that, loop it around so you've got the 3 beads in the center. And then loop your wire around and just wind it around a few times just to lock the beads in. Nothing crazy, they'll kind of hold themselves in, and then twist the beads up until they kind of sit how you want them to sit. I didn't twist in between the beads or anything at all, it's just one continuous loop around and the beads are doing the heavy lifting. And then I'm going to kind of fold my flower up and around them again. You can do the same thing, make a circle with your hands and just pull through on that wire. That's going to give you the shape, and it's going to give you a lovely, beautiful wire flower. Like this is beautiful. And next we're going to hook it on to our hair comb and we're done. Hooking your flower up to your comb could not be easier. Just decide where you want it. I'd like mine right in the center, so I'm going to loop the wire through the very center tine and just leave it right up at the top there. And then I'm going to loop my wire around a couple times and just go in and out of the teeth. You can wind it down and bring it up around the teeth, and that way it is winding around the top of the comb there. You can see that it's just up and around. So I'm just going to do that a couple times through the tines, and then we're going to just feed it across the top here. I'm going to go under my flower but over the comb. We're going to do the same thing on the other side just so it looks a little even. I'm running out of wire here, but it's not a big deal, and it's not mainly what's going to hold this on. I'm going to add just a touch of hot glue. So this is just so that it looks like it's wound around. Just get it as close to perfect as you can. We didn't measure the wire to start with, so it's not 100%, but I'm also not super worried about it. So just like that. Don't worry about seeing the comb. That's why you choose one close to your hair color. We've got the wire wrapped around. We've got a touch of hot glue going, and just at the very top where the flower is, I'm just putting a little bead of hot glue just behind the pearls and just pushing it in. That way it doesn't move on me. And then right here, I'm just gonna put a little dollop on the edge of the wire. I'm not really pushing that into the comb. It's more just so I don't have anything pokey on me. And as soon as that dries, it is ready to put in your hair and have a fabulous fascinator. Hot glue is all done. You just take your fascinator, pull your hair back, or just put it in whichever style you want. We're just gonna tuck it right in. Just like that. So you have a beautiful, easy hairstyle. Just a papa style at the back. So this is a close-up of how the comb turned out. It's such a beautiful, delicate little flower. You can see the wire wrapped around the comb here in just a few different angles. So you can see the hot glue and just how it looks and how it's shaped. But I think it turned out beautifully, and I hope you guys do too. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you here again soon. Bye for now.